everyone, it's Lexie. Welcome to another reading vlog. I feel like it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I'm excited to bring you guys along for my weekend. It is Friday morning now. In a little bit I'll be having to leave to bring Willow to the groomers, and it's a little bit closer to the library, so instead of driving all the way back home, I just will work from the library, which is always fun. They renovated this library a couple years ago, and it's really nice inside, so I'm excited to kind of go in there and get some work done. But in the meantime, this is kind of the calm before the storm. This is our last weekend before we leave for a conference in Stockholm. I'll be presenting my research there at the end of the month, which is really exciting. So mostly right now I've just been practicing my presentation. I have a podium presentation and two poster presentations, so I will be very busy, but in amongst all that we'll still be able to do some sightseeing, which I'm excited. But this is definitely like the last weekend before we leave next week. So my plans for reading, this actually I got my hold in the library for this one last night, and it is The Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. This is the second book in the Farseer trilogy. I read The Assassin's Apprentice a couple months ago and I really loved it, but this book is quite the chonker, and it worked out because I was able to get the ebook from the library, and I have it for 21 days, so I can bring that book with me amongst our travels, and then I don't have to bring this chonk with me, and that book will keep me busy for a good amount of time. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to dive into this series. I'm sure you guys have heard many things about this, but it follows Fitz, who is essentially the bastard son of the prince who's going to be king, and it kind of follows his story growing up, and it goes from there. There's also a magical system, political intrigue, and so I'm really excited to see. I feel like the last book ended on such an explosion of things happening. I'm very excited to see what's in store next, but kind of in the meantime, some things that I have planned for this weekend. I'm getting a facial tomorrow morning, which I'm really excited about. There's just been a lot of like stress going on with family things and health concerns and all that stuff, and I feel like I just need like a good something to help kind of, and I carry all my stress like in my jaw. I just clench, so I think having that kind of experience will kind of help. I've never had a facial before. My sister's had one. She said it's very relaxing, so I'm excited for that. But other than that, I think it will just be a quiet weekend. My husband is on call this week, so he won't be able to go anywhere, so we'll mostly be at home. I think tomorrow might be a rainy day as well. But other than that, like I said, I'm just happy to bring you guys along for the ride. Like I said, and I'll have to be leaving in a little bit to take Willow to the groomer, so she'll be all nice and fluffy. She's currently napping right here next to me, but yeah, that's kind of it for kind of a little update on everything. But yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hello everyone, so it is Monday morning now. I've been working for a couple hours. I just finished with a meeting and I have another one lined up and then another one. So I had 3 back-to-back meetings, which is not very common for me, but I'm kind of managing a bunch of different research projects with a undergrad and then research fellows, so I have to make sure that they have everything in line before I leave later this week for a conference. But yeah, this weekend was pretty nice. It was nice to just relax. Saturday, like aside from my facial, I was puttering around. We had an impromptu dinner with my parents where we had them over, so it was just puttering around getting everything ready. So Saturday wasn't very relaxing, but Sunday was, which was really nice. But I read about 100 pages or so in Royal Assassin, and I'm really liking it so far. I felt like Assassin's Apprentice was very slow, especially for the first 100 pages. So this one, now that I'm kind of familiar with the characters, I feel like this is very much still like, I guess like technically not a lot has happened, but it is just very much getting everything set up. So I'm very excited to see where this is going. This is a very nice floppy paperback. I just got very distracted by that. This is a very nice floppy paperback, which is always nice. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. I feel like Fitz is in a very interesting situation. I'm not going to spoil anything with what happened at the end of the first book, so it's very much kind of dealing with the aftermath of that and I guess the anger that he has with his situation. So it is very good so far, but obviously my plan for today is I'm gonna do some more working. I'm gonna be mostly this week, like I'm at work Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday is when we fly out. So a lot of today is just, or these next few days is getting everything ready for when I leave for a bit, because I obviously won't be doing my day-to-day stuff. So it's just getting all that all set and ready to go before I leave. I have a paper that I'm waiting for the medical editor to review before I can submit that. So that's another thing that I have to do. And then mostly a lot of just practicing my presentations, especially for the poster ones. That's pretty easy. Like I don't really practice those, but because I do have a podium one, I do want to make sure that I have it memorized, and I do have like my notes in the, like I have like the little things written in the notes section if I need to, but my goal is to not have to rely on those unless I truly need to. So just, I want this to be muscle memory. I want to be able to recite this in my sleep, which is what I'm basically doing now. So that is kind of the gist for today. And then tonight, I think we'll just, is the last day my husband is on call. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he doesn't get any pages. He didn't get any. He got paged Saturday morning and he hasn't got paged since. So I'm hoping it will be a little bit calmer of a day today. He worked really hard last week and I felt so bad. So after work, we're gonna take Willow for a walk. I'll make dinner, and then we'll kind of probably get some reading done. So yeah, I think that's the general plan for today. Alrighty everyone, so it is the next day now and this is the customary end of the vlog wrap up. I did read about 100-ish pages in Royal Assassin, which I really have been enjoying so far. It's very much kind of setting up the stage, and I feel like a lot of the book, like at least for the first book, the first bit is like a slow burn and then it slowly starts progressing. So I'm definitely excited to see what this book has in store, but we were just pretty tired. I know my husband on I guess like Tuesday morning got paged at midnight and then also at 6 a.m. so he was tired. I had to get up early to go to work, so I was tired, so we just had like a quiet, you know, day yesterday. I was enjoying my garden before I leave. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I will be heading out to my conference tomorrow, so that is exciting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And Willow has come as well. All right, bye guys.